Good morning, friends. Woo! Hey, everybody. It's Saturday morning. It's really early. I know we're supposed to have our meeting at 10, but I have an eye exam today, and I'm going to a super target that's an hour away. And so I needed to come on here and fulfill my commitment to you guys and make sure that I got our live up. But I'm very sorry. I have no way of sending out an announcement for this type of stuff because unfortunately, I think you have to have 10,000 subscribers to send a message to your subscribers. And we all know that I am not there. And I am very thankful for every one of you that is subscribed. So thanks for staying subscribed to me and hanging out with me. So my name's Amy. I am on Weight Watchers. I'm coming up to my 1 year anniversary. Good morning, Terry. Coming up to my 1 year anniversary on Weight Watchers this time currently. Good morning, Molly. How you doing? My highest weight ever was 288, and I am at 236 today. 236.0. That nets me, I think, a 2-pound loss, I think, something like that, from where I started at the beginning of this month on Freestyle. 2.4, I think, but I had a gain. And so, hey, Cheryl, good morning, my friend, and Tanya and Karen and Journey to Happy and Healthy. Good morning, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I know this is early. Please forgive me for going live early. I don't want to throw a kink in your guys' schedule, but I was like, oh my goodness, I either need to cancel or go early. I've got to jump in the shower, then I have to drive an hour away. Hold on, let me fix my chair. I feel like I'm sitting at a weird angle. I just got back from a WOG. You guys know what WOG is? Where you're like walking and jogging, like intermittently jogging. So I would do 1 block of jogging and 1 block of walking. And that was really fun this morning because it was like 70 something degrees. Good morning, F Meow and Cassandra and Nancy and Jean and Veronica. Veronica, I'm so glad you put your name on there. And Tammy. Hey, Tammy. So if anyone on here is a moderator, actually, Tammy, I'm going to make you a moderator, my friend. If you see anything funky, can you just get rid of it for me? So I have been doing Weight Watchers on and off for many years. And maybe you guys are with me on that. I'd love to know who here has done different Weight Watcher programs or who has been on and off Weight Watchers for many years. Let me know. Hey, Cassandra and Lynn. Oh, thank you, Cassandra. I love you guys for supporting me and my channel. Thank you so much. It's so funny. A year ago, I started on YouTube and I really just wanted like 100 subscribers that we were all doing Weight Watchers together. That was sort of my dream. And you guys have, you guys have like gone above and beyond. So that's okay, Tammy. Don't worry about it. If you just see anything weird, get rid of it. So I'd love to hear from you guys. Have you been on Weight Watchers before? How many times did you start and stop and restart? Which programs have you done? And then if you're not doing Weight Watchers, because I'm just doing a weight loss support little get together here on Saturday mornings for, whatever program you're doing. I don't, as long as it's healthy, you're not anorexic, starving yourself, bulimia, taking like diet pills that are going to hurt your heart, stuff like that. But whatever you're doing that you've run by your physician, your provider, and it's healthy for you, I don't care if it's keto, low carb, MyFitnessPal. I've had people reach out to me that are doing Jenny Craig, that are doing Nutrisystem. If it's healthy and you run it by your healthcare professional, you feel good about it. I'm just here to, good morning, Jane. How you doing? I'm just here to support you. But anyway, I was going through some of my stuff this week. I am going to be honest with you all, and you know this about me if you've watched my channel. I have been very frustrated with Freestyle. And, I have my own shortcomings with Freestyle. I've had trouble staying on program, but even when I was on program, I feel like my losses were very small and frustrating. And I know that the research says really you can only lose about 2 pounds of fat, like real fat per week. And that's somebody that's extremely healthy and has a lot of muscle mass. So I think Weight Watchers has a great sort of objective. It's the 0.5 to 2 pounds is what they used to say. I don't know if they still say that. It's considered a healthy weight loss. And that's sort of when you are on Weight Watchers, that's what you can expect. So when I averaged it out before I started sort of having stress and not being on, I was below the 0.5 per week. And that got to be very frustrating. So what I did is a couple of weeks ago, I went to my nurse practitioner. She's my primary care provider that I work with. And I went over the program. I brought a bunch of my program materials. I have a lot of them sitting right here. But I took my little folder in. I took the Freestyle stuff. I took a lot of my old stuff. I mean, I have so many Weight Watcher program materials that I haven't thrown out, but I kind of went through everything with her. And then I went through, I started taking some supplements and wanted her to take a look at those before I started. And I was talking to her about, I took my bookmark in because I wanted her to know sort of my journey. And I was, I don't want to go on diet pills and I don't want to get weight loss surgery. But she said, what was working for you, Amy, when you lost the 70 pounds initially? And we were also looking at, this is back from 2005. I weighed 240.6 in 2005. And that's kind of where I've been hanging around. And she was really congratulating me on staying, getting back to sort of this range and being able to kind of maintain in this area for a few months. She said that that's really healthy to not yo-yo. So she was really encouraging me not to go back up. And she was saying, I know you're stressed, but if you can at least kind of stay, where you're at for right now. But then she was saying, what were you doing? And I said, I was doing Weight Watchers, a classic program. And I did it for several years and I really had it memorized and I felt so comfortable. And I still feel myself, always like leaning back towards that. I have the iTrack Bites app on my phone and I, check classic points frequently. You guys have seen in my vlog, sometimes I'll mention it. And, I have like a bazillion cookbooks from that, from that time in my life, so she was really encouraging me. She's like, why don't you stick with what you know? And if you feel comfortable, because I was telling her I'm frustrated with Freestyle and I was like, should I do keto? Should I do this? Should I do that? She's like, what have you had the most success with? And I said, I've had the most success with Weight Watchers in general, and then the classic program. So anyway, she's going to kind of monitor me for right now. And I'm going to do this next month of September. I made like a contract with her. So you can do that with your healthcare provider. You can make like a contract if you want to quit smoking or if you want to lose weight or you want to get off drugs or you want to stop drinking or you want to come to all of your appointments. There's, lots of options. But we made a contract that for September, I'm going to do classic. I'm going to check with her each week. And I just need I actually need her to be accountable to, because I just feel like with the stress in my life and everything, I'm sort of out of control. So I wanted to encourage you all to reach out for support like that. If you have a physician or a nurse practitioner or a counselor or someone that you can contract with to keep you on track, that might be a viable option and it may really help you. I know that, vlogging with you guys are so gracious with me and it's wonderful. It's great support, but it doesn't necessarily keep me honest. Do you know what I'm saying? So I need another person. I need to bring in like a one-on-one person. And I know going to meetings, weighing in is great. I do love that, but I think checking in with your PCP is always a good idea. So I'm going to do that. I'll vlog it, obviously, and I'll show you guys, both Freestyle and classic points. because I have the classic points absolutely memorized, and the freestyle points, I've got those memorized now too. So, but I'm going to be using some of my old sliders, which is fun. This is the point booster slider, which is when you have activity, you can add points to your day, which I miss having this. I thought this was so fun. I never really ate these points, but I liked adding points to my day. And I know we can do that too in the Weight Watchers app. Although I think that honestly, I think the Freestyle app that gives you points for activity is too generous on top of the weekly points. And I personally never use those because I wouldn't lose weight when I use those. So, and then I have the old point slider, but I'll use the app. This is so fun to have with you. And it's just so easy to, if you're doing like any kind of paper tracking, it's just fun. So let me check. Vanessa says she loves Freestyle. Vanessa, if it is working for you, I would never tell you not to do a program. And I think Freestyle works for a lot of people. Listen, I have a son who he is diehard Freestyle. There's some guy walking outside my window. He is a diehard freestyler. It is working great for him. He is at college cooking, which is so exciting. He is down, I think 25, he might be down 27 pounds. I can't remember now. But he is like on fire. Like he's on fire for freestyle. I know that it works for a lot of people. I want to just explain that I think for myself, I have issues with portion control. And so I talked a lot to Allison is my nurse practitioner's name. I talked a lot to her about portion control. And anyway, so that's sort of the deal. I just wanted to kind of, be upfront with you all about what I'm doing as usual. And Vanessa, I respect that too. And I respect whatever you guys want to do. That is your decision. It's your life. And I'm not on here to bash any program. I think whatever program you have, work the program and the program will probably work for you. I think a lot of times it's user error. We talk about that in healthcare. We send someone home on insulin and they say, I've been giving myself the insulin, but a lot of times if the insulin's not working, it's because we didn't educate and there's something they're not following through with, or they're not giving it at the right time, or they're not giving the right dose, or they're giving it in the muscle and not the subcutaneous fat. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So Nancy, thank you. I appreciate your support. And Charlotte says that portion control and mindless snacking is my issue. And freestyle or classic doesn't matter. Right. So last night I ate almost an entire bag of grapes. And I knew that today I was going to start on classic because that's what I had contracted to do. And I ate I like binged on grapes. Like who does that? And I know there's 0 points on freestyle. So, and that is my own issue. So for me, I need more structure. And I know that about myself. It was good to go talk to a completely objective person. She is not on Weight Watchers. She really doesn't know that much about Weight Watchers. And she could just look at like everything that I've done and be like, okay, let's talk about what's going to actually work for you. So that was great. And she really supports Weight Watchers. Like she says she's had like patients on Weight Watchers. She doesn't really know like the ins and outs of it, but she says she has a lot of really successful patients on Weight Watchers. And she knows that it's a healthy way to go. So Cassandra says portion control is a big issue for her. Yeah, so for sure. So how'd everybody do this week? I did really well. I stayed, I ate all my weeklies, which is what I have been doing, but I was happy because I tracked every day. I drank my water. I did some meal prep, that sort of thing. I am sitting here drinking a little bit of coffee that has my favorite thing from the week, which is the pumpkin spice sugar-free creamer. So 3 tablespoons of this is actually 1 smart point on freestyle. It's actually 1 point on Weight Watchers Classic as well. And you guys will find, if you ever look at the classic stuff on iTrack Bites, the points between freestyle and classic are very similar, but the difference is you have to track like your fruits. You have to track a lot of, stuff, a lot of the 0 point stuff you have to track. But for me, like one of the main things is that the fruit, you have to like track that. And if you've done anything past, like I think from points plus on, you didn't have to track fruit. So that's actually good for me because I can really overdo it on the fruit. And yes, you can eat too much fruit. So, or at least I think you can based on the stuff I've read. So Angie's down 0.4. That's fabulous. DJ Hen says that she needs more boundaries with what Freestyle provides. Apparently, I'm a child when it comes to food and using it to cope. DJ, I think a lot of us are in the same boat with that. And yeah, some of us just need more structure. I know I've had a lot of friends go off of Weight Watchers and do MyFitnessPal, mostly just because they want the structure of tracking everything. And you know, on MyFitnessPal, you even track your veggies. So that's like hardcore tracking. Do you guys like my Dallas Cowboys hat? Yeah, I'm going to have to go here in just a minute, but I did want to check in with you guys. Let's see. Hope is down 0.8 for 42.4. That is awesome, Hope. I think, Hope, you're doing freestyle. That's great. Cheryl says that she said, grapes? I binged on Ben and Jerry's. What? Crazy off track. Cheryl, you'll get back on track. I know you will. You're always great and you hang out with me and we support each other through this. So thank you, Nancy, for supporting me. I really appreciate it. And yeah, you guys are always just supportive. I really do appreciate your support. Beth Share says, morning, Amy, back on track. Lost 2 weeks in a row on freestyle. That's great. But my formula for losing tends to be going 4 to 6 under my dailies and not using too many weeklies, right? So Beth, you just have to find your formula. I know I had someone else reach out to me and said that they eat 15 freestyle points a day and then they don't eat their weeklies. And I guess my question is, if you have to adjust it that much, you know, maybe Weight Watchers needs to look at that, and that maybe some of the 0 point foods need to be limited or something, or maybe the weeklies are too high. But then it works for some people, so I don't really know. But it's very interesting. I will be interested to see in January what they change, because I'm pretty sure they're going to change something just based on what I've seen out in social media and that sort of thing. Jean Smola says she's been on Weight Watchers many times, and you started with the program with the slider. So yeah, you did the slider. The sliders were back with 1, 2, 3 success, momentum, flex, and I don't remember which other ones. The lowest I ever got on Weight Watchers was 208 point. Was it 208? Yeah, so that was actually 80 pounds down. I hit 208, and then I had a really stressful time in nursing school and started eating again. So that wasn't great. And I gained about 20 pounds in nursing school. So anyway, you guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I just wanted to let you know kind of what I'm doing. I'd love to hear about what you all are doing. Angie said freestyle is working for her. That's fantastic. Let's see. Terry, what happened, Terry? Let me see. Oh, goodness. Terry, I'm so sorry about your mom. Memory eternal. That's really hard. And God bless you. I hope that God shines his face on you today and gives you some peace. I know that must just be very, very difficult. So my husband is actually at the monastery today doing a funeral. And you're right. You know, we have things in life that hit us upside the head. And the last thing we care about are, you know, tracking. And it's hard to care for ourselves, especially when we're going through grief or stress. Or I know that that's been a real challenge for me lately. And so I understand. And, you know, grief can accompany a lot of different things that happen in our lives, not just the loss of someone that we hold really dear, but you can lose a friendship or change jobs or move, or your children can go off to college and you go through the stages of grief. And, you know, we still have to take care of ourselves in those times. But I know it's very, very challenging. So I'm wishing you a lot of peace, and I'm so sorry about your mom. That's just really hard. So hugs to you. Angela, you're not late, girl. I am early. So I'm sorry that I'm so early. I did want to talk to you all about something else, and I hope you all will forgive me for this. But one of my subscribers, Kathy, did post on my vlog yesterday, kind of guessing what was going on in our lives, and I did remove that. I know I've talked to you all. We're going through sort of a stressful possible transition in our life, and because it's not public yet and won't be public yet for a couple weeks on social media, and I do have friends and family that watch this channel, I would just ask, I know you guys probably know what I'm talking about. I know I'm being very cryptic and vague. The reason I even said anything was to let you know that I'm having some additional stress, and that's why I'm struggling with stress eating, is really what it comes down to, is that when I am upset, actually when I'm happy, when I'm sad, when I'm with people, when I'm by myself, when I'm stressed, I tend to stress eat. And so I eat my emotions. And I guess I was trying to make the point, and not really an excuse so much as just let you all know that I had an additional thing happen that's causing some extra stress. And I know I put my life out there on YouTube, so I totally expect that you guys would comment in that way. So if you do, my husband asked that I take that comment down. I showed it to him, and he said, just take it down, because we don't need anyone speculating until we know for sure, because we don't want to hurt anyone that's involved in the process. So please just don't speculate. You guys can always instant message me. I'm over at N is for Nurse 17 _WW, N is for Nurse 17. If you search me on Instagram, private message me, and I'm very, upfront about my life. You guys have seen that. I like to be very straightforward. I'm one of those people that I like to tell the truth. So I'm happy to answer your questions privately. So thanks, Cheryl. I appreciate it. So what are you guys doing today to stay on target? I hope you have had your water. I've already had 2 waters. I've already worked out today. I had a, 3-point breakfast on Classic. On Smart Points, it would have been 4 points. And I'm just going to have a great day. I'm about to upload a vlog from yesterday, so I will put that up for you guys to watch. And if you are liking these weekly little support group videos, let me know. It's really helping me. I like to hear about your guys' week. Please tell me how your week went, what your losses were. If you had a gain, keep going. If you stayed the same, keep going. If you had a loss, keep going. This is a lifelong journey. I think I've demonstrated that to you guys, that this is a lifetime thing for me. I have not stopped fighting for my health. Today I was walking and I was jogging, I was walking, and I just felt so good. And I was thinking about how 50 pounds ago, when I got up to 288, how difficult it was for me to do those things. My back was constantly hurting. My knees were hurting. I felt terrible about myself. I was wearing a size 22, 24. Yesterday, I went to Cato and I bought a size large shirt and a size pair of 16 pants from just the regular sizes. And I'm in like a 14 or a 16, just sort of depending on the brand. But yeah. It's just, I feel so much better about myself just having lost half of the weight that I need to lose. So I would encourage you all to continue on. My birthday is in 1 month, so I'm excited about that. I'm still planning on doing a meetup at the end of October. We will talk about that a little bit more as I get more information on what's going on with us here. And then the t-shirt things out there is kind of on hold until we decide what we're going to do. But t-shirts they will happen. So Veronica said that she had more carbs this week, so she's scared of the scale right now. That's right, Veronica. Sometimes you need to take a break from the scale. Right now I'm weighing every day because it's keeping me accountable. But I know there are people out there that only weigh once every month or once every couple of months, and that works for them. So you guys decide what works for you. Again, I would really encourage you to check in with, if you haven't gone to your primary care doctor in many years, it's a good idea to go and get things like your mammogram. We're coming up on October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Very important that you have a mammogram, a baseline mammogram at the age of 40. If you're over the age, I think it's 50 or 55, need to get that colonoscopy in, get a baseline on that. It's always good to get lab work every year and get checked out. So I would like to encourage you all to go do those things. Obviously, you need, if you're a woman, you need to get your yearly exam. I know right now, if you've never had an abnormal pap smear, the recommendation is a pap smear every 3 years. If you have had an abnormal pap smear, you need to go every year. So I just want to encourage you all. It's fall. We're getting ready to start off a new year. So I also know like our deductibles, we're at that point now where you should, everything starts over in January. So think about getting in to see your primary care doctor. And I would really encourage you, when you go in to see your primary care, whoever it is, to take your weight loss stuff in with you and really have an honest conversation about, I'm trying to maintain my weight. I'm trying to lose my weight. Is this a healthy option for me? Can I contract with you that next year when I come back in to see you, that I will be at such and such a place, whether it's your labs need to, your cholesterol needs to get in line, or your blood pressure, or whatever it is. I would definitely encourage you to do that. I am trying to do that with myself. So, all right, guys. Hi, Betty and Ira and Angela. Angela, best wishes to you on your weight loss journey. That's awesome. Anna lost 0.2. That's fabulous. Nancy lost 0.2. So you guys are doing great. And I really appreciate the positive group and the support. Post down below if you didn't catch me. Let me know what program you're doing, if you lost, gained, maintained, whatever, and your thoughts on checking in with your primary care. This is a good time to do it. Go do it, guys. Hugs and blessings to you all. Sending my love. And I will see you later on the vlog. We will check in again next week. 10 a.m. is sort of the time that I want to do it every week. But, as life permits, there will be times I have to adjust. And I'm very sorry I can't send a message out. I don't know. There's no way for me to do it. So we'll just go from there. All right. Bye, everyone. Take care. Stay in orbit. Bye.